Hi, family. It's Aqua Goddess, and I hope that you're doing amazing. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and tap right in and see what Spirit wants me to share with you. Spirit, what do we have for my beautiful collective at this time when it comes to love? What are the messages when it comes to love? Okay, I got the same energy for Aries, Taurus. Okay, so some of you guys are dealing with that sign. Okay, or somebody that you met in that season. All right. Um, Tell me more. So I feel like with love, you got this I have sex addictions energy. Please give me time to situate things. So I feel like somebody's not ready to change their lifestyle. They're not ready to settle down, or they don't want to feel tied down. I definitely feel like there's some emotions here because this person's considering situating things. Okay, so this person is trying to wing some sort of addiction, sex addiction here. I feel like for some of you, you're ready to settle down. Okay, and I feel like this person is kind of like not on the same page as you. Wow. You got I am cutting ties with the karmic, but it's coming out in reverse. So I feel like this is somebody who's blowing smoke up your ass. Definitely somebody who's blowing smoke up your ass. With this, please give me time to situate things. And with this, I am cutting ties with the karma coming out in reverse. For some of you, the karmic is their baby mama. So they're definitely not cutting ties with that person. Tell me more. You changed me forever. You tattooed my heart. So, like I said, I definitely feel some strong emotions between you two, but I feel like their addictions might be stronger. Yep, it says you caught me and I don't know how to act. So they're going to tell you one thing. And I feel like for a lot of you, they may actually start out being, I'm not even going to say start out, but I feel like they may be honest about something, but then you're going to realize that they're just gaslighting you. They're just buying time. They haven't really changed anything. So this person could tell you about a situation. They need to get some things situated, right? But they could lie about actually getting it situated. Okay, I feel like this person's like, I need time, I need time. And then I feel like you're going to ask them about this and they're going to lie and say that they already took care of something. Okay, so definitely shady. Okay, definitely shady. Clarify this energy here for my beautiful Scorpios. What did this person get caught doing? Okay, what is this energy? Mm. So I feel like definitely here, for some of you, you got fixed sign energy, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Aries, and Sagittarius energy here. Somebody was talking to someone online. Okay, somebody was talking to somebody online, And for a lot of you, whoever I'm talking to, you could have picked this up. You could have picked this up. And I feel like it may have definitely stressed you out because it's like you're sharing yourself with this person. I feel like you ended something with this individual. Okay. So I feel like something happened where it was just too much of a burden. You caught this person doing something that kind of like stressed you out. Now, with this, I'm not worried about falling in love right now. A lot of you guys could be in this energy where you're trying to heal from past trauma. Okay, you caught somebody doing something, someone that you were sharing yourself with, and you're trying to just like focus on your your gifts, your talents, your online platform, your job. Okay, so a lot of you guys are in that phase where you're wrapping up a cycle that really was a burden, and you have started building something, okay, where you're not really necessarily focused on a relationship or love, okay, but you do want it. And I see this, I want a baby. So I feel like for some of you, you want a family, okay? Um, I see somebody being like fixed on one person here. Yeah, wish fulfillment is here. For those of you who want a baby, this is not going to be for everybody, but it's going to be for someone. I do see a son here. Okay, I see a son. And I see a good father. Okay, it could be Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo. Is this in connection to, is this a different person? Yeah, it is. The Three of Cups is a third party. So I'm getting a couple different storylines here. With this, you caught me, and I don't know how to act. For some of you, somebody has a son with a karmic that they're not cutting ties with. And I feel like this was their wish fulfillment. This could be somebody who has daughters and maybe they always wanted a son. Or this karmic could be somebody who, yeah, like this is what I'm getting here with that energy. Now, if this is related directly to you, I feel like you're going to wrap up a cycle with somebody who has been stressing you out when it comes to equal reciprocity. And at a moment where you're not worried about love, you're going to get everything that you wish for, even a child for some of you. With this, I am cutting ties with the karmic in reverse. I want to clarify what that really means for you. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. So some of you guys have like been going back and forth with this person. Um, and I feel like that's going to change. That's going to change. Uh, Yep, I see that changing. Some of y'all didn't want to cut ties with someone because of emotions, because of love, because of them being the person that you hoped or wished you had a long term relationship with or you'd have a future with. But there's a change. Spirit says, give it time. You'll see things from another perspective. There's somebody here who's coming into your life that you're going to be spending a lot of quality time with who's going to completely steal your heart. They're going to completely steal your heart, is what Spirit is saying. Yeah, you got real love here. Butterflies, heartfelt connection, relationship goes, power couple, marriage stability, wishes granted, romance, no questions, no doubt. So you have real love coming towards you. There is a very burdensome cycle that is going to be ending here or that has already ended. And wherever you are in your timeline, okay, whether you're at the point where you're just now ending something, or even if you're at the point where you're still going back and forth with someone, just know that things are about to change. Things are about to change, okay, is what Spirit is saying. Yep, I see memories. Something is just the past. And I see a hurt person. It says, I have been badly hurt in the past. Hurt person. Hmm. Okay, so some of you guys, honestly, um, and this is not something that you would need to comment about because it's not going to resonate for everybody. But for some of you, I feel like this past connection has caused a lot of kind of insecurities. Um, and it's not even like with your like yourself. I'm getting really insecurities with like trusting people, like not feeling safe to like trust people. Okay, is what I'm really getting when I say that. I feel like whoever I'm talking to that part resonates with, you're going to be kind of easily triggered by things in your new connection. It's almost like you might be looking for things to be wrong. I feel like there is some things that you could be going through, and I feel like this person's really your friend. You can really talk to them, but I feel like it's going to take some time for you. It's like whoever I'm talking to, you're kind of feeling like you're alone, but you're not. This person is definitely going to like gain your trust, okay, is what I get here. Yep, it says you were right this whole time. So I feel like for some of you, something that I'm picking up is that you don't necessarily want to talk about a lot of shit. It could be some things that are on your mind. And this person's actually, I don't know if they're a mind reader or it's like they can feel that you want something or that it's something on your mind that you want to get off, that you don't really want to say. This person feels you. They're connected to you. So the things that you don't want to say, they already know. Hmm. I feel like this is something that is helping you build, yeah, Because I feel like for whoever I'm talking to, you could have been kind of nervous about putting this person first. Like, I mean, as far as like, yeah, definitely putting yourself first, God first, your kids first, like, right? God first, number one. But I mean, like, when it comes to priorities, I feel like for some of you, you were kind of nervous about prioritizing this person in your life because of how something was in the past. Because I feel like you shared a lot with someone, a lot of love, a lot of support. And then this person juggled, they had addictions and shit. And I feel like it kind of like, I don't know, it really broke your heart. Okay. It really broke your heart. Um, so for some of you, you're going to be falling in love, but almost running from it at the same time. Hmm. Okay. How is this going to play out? See, like I said, Eight of Swords, feeling stuck, feeling confused, wanting to avoid drama, thinking about the past. Um, how is this person going to be viewing Scorpio? They're going to feel like you're jealous. I don't know what this is. Why is this person viewing Scorpio this way? Well, they feel like you're gonna like, you're very, I don't know if like I feel like you just pay attention to things, and if it's something that you don't like, you speak on it. But this person might be looking at you as somebody who's kind of jealous at times. This is someone who's very attractive. Okay, and they feel like you kind of overthink shit sometimes. Like it don't even really be that serious. Yeah, Ace of Swords. They feel like because of some shit that your ex did or some shit that happened in the past, you be kind of like low key overreacting and shit. Like Page of Swords always spying or looking for something. Mm. They do feel like you're their match, but they feel like sometimes you just, it's like, it's complicated. Mm. What the hell? So, I'm definitely seeing somebody here. The person with sex addictions could be coming back towards you. You know, the person from the past to manipulate a situation. They're gonna want you to feel like they're making plans for the future for you and them. I would not even. Yeah, this is reckless. This is reckless. Somebody's trying to come and manipulate a situation here. I see I mean, okay, somebody might think about taking a risk and reconciling with someone. Mm, yeah, I knew. Nah, this is a battle. This is a problem here. Protect what's yours. Withdraw from this person. Yeah, and move forward. Yeah. Mm. Spirit is saying ignore the player that took too long, that the person that hides their emotions and gaslights and keeps you waiting for some of y'all. Spirit is saying ignore that person. Mm. Yep. Um, I feel like they know the right shit to say. They're wanting you to put them over your new love. Yeah, they want you to put them over your relationship. And then they'll still keep you waiting and be emotionally detached. They're sneaky. Okay, so yeah, I feel like somebody's gonna try to come and confuse you about some reconciliation or something like that. Um, you guys have two different values when it comes to self-respect and self-worth. Yeah. This is also somebody who likes to have power over you. Like with sometimes with this, especially with this nine of swords coming out next to this hierophant energy, what I'm really getting from that is somebody who is a true believer in one person being above the other person in a relationship. And then with the nine of swords, that talks about worry and fear and anxiety and sleepless nights and just so like this person wants you to know who's in charge, basically, is what I'm getting with that combination. Yeah, like every night they want you to be thinking about them, even if they don't do right by you. It's like you're trying to move forward. Yeah, with somebody who's like, I want you to know how much I value you and shit like that. But I feel like there's still some sort of hope that is kind of clouding somebody's judgment here. Yeah, because it says I reread our messages all the time. It's like it's something that somebody hasn't really let go of or moved on from. Hmm. So, Spirit, tell me what the advice is. What is the advice? Angel number 2424. You got abundance. Give me one more, Spirit. And you have Spirit of the South. Also, you got sacrifice energy here. Wow. So with the abundance card, it says abundance is a state of being. You can allow yourself to become a victim of chance, or you can embrace the spirit of abundance through your expectation of always having enough. Do you have a sense of overflowing? Do you feel gratitude for everything that is in your life? Do you give thanks for the little things that are as easy as the huge wins? The word abundance often brings to mind financial wealth, but abundance can be expressed in all areas of your life. Um, if it's love you seek, feeling an abundance of joy can draw love closer to you. If it's money, an abundance of hope can be your ticket to wealth and material success. Do not live in fear of not having enough. So I feel like maybe you have a bond so strong with someone that you're like, I don't know if the new person will be enough, or I don't know if I'll be able to get that type of energy in another connection with a new person, with someone that you're getting to know. Spirit is saying you could be overthinking here. Yeah, and I feel like when you think about the person that you have a lot of chemistry with and shit, it's like, does that person bring you the feeling of joy, or is it the feeling of feeling drained? Is it joy or is it draining? I feel like that's like the question that spirit is wanting, maybe wanting somebody to ask themselves. With the spirit of the South, this is connected to fire. So for some of you, this is a fire sign. Or this is like, for some of you, there's this just a really passionate connection with someone. But what is the purpose? Spirit is saying we all have a purpose to fulfill. And the universe gives us little nudges and messages, letting us know which direction to take. Be aware of these nudges and messages and act accordingly. The Spirit of the South card is a final warning that changes must occur in your life. Continuing to ignore these warnings will manifest like a fire of chaos and destruction. Hmm. So a sacrifice needs to be made, is the advice. And with the sacrifice energy, it says one of the hardest things you can do is to be honest with yourself about what you have space for in your life, both physically and emotionally. There are times when you have too much piled on your plate, and you have to learn to sacrifice some things so that other more important goals can thrive. In this moment, it's time to reprioritize. Uh, yeah, I feel like Spirit's advice is really honestly to continue to focus on your dreams or the career that you're pursuing. Um, Also balancing family time out also and relaxation time and releasing outdated beliefs about yourself and maybe even about other people. For some of you, you could have put someone on a pedestal and you really see the truth. You see that this person does not belong there. You can't. I would recommend not putting people on a pedestal. You know why? I would just say treat people the way you want to be treated. But sometimes with this putting people on a pedestal shit, the sacrifice itself. Okay, and it's like no, it's not. That's not what the fuck we're doing here. Okay, it says the sacrifice card may also be a call to release an outdated belief about yourself. You may not realize it, but the identity you have constructed for yourself, defining what you can and can't do, is not keeping you safe. So for some of you, like, and it could even be for some of you, maybe you share a child with this person, could share a son with them. Yeah, with the Empress here. And you could be like, I can't do this or I can't. But nah, you can. You definitely can. Okay, you definitely confirmation. You definitely can. Now you might not want to, but you can. Okay, is what spirit is saying. So I feel like there's just a man, it's just come to a point. This shit has really come to a head here. And I also feel like there needs to be like you're manifesting someone who really loves you. Be careful not to like self sabotage. I'm getting that. I'm getting that. This hot and cold person that's been ignoring you coming towards you. They know you've been waiting on something for someone I'm talking to. And then this person that is good for you, I feel like you could be kind of becoming a bit jealous with this person. Or this is how they're viewing you. This is how they're viewing you. So I don't know. Look, it says I hide my jealousy. Maybe something slipped through the cracks. Because I feel like somebody was kind of like being low key chill, and something may have triggered someone. Okay, tower energy. So yeah, the advice is to make the sacrifices that you need to in order to grow, to move forward, to heal. Okay, to prosper when it comes to your dreams. And ignoring a player keeps coming out. So I got to say, that's definitely the advice. All right. So, guys, those are your messages, and I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please be sure to show love, like, share, subscribe. And until next time, love and light. Peace.